Let's start with Devin Nutter. How long do you think Ward will be out? Yeah, Charvarius Ward left with an injury. I believe it was a hamstring injury earlier in this game, as did Kalen Saunders. Obviously, Mike Pennell is out as well. Alex Okafor left with an injury as well. So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see over the next couple of days how severe those injuries are to those players. Obviously, that is a significant loss. Charvarius Ward, that leaves the secondary thin. I thought that L'Jarius Sneed played very, very well in his first game as a Kansas City Chiefs player, but all in all, I think that this defense played good, but that is something to monitor for sure. Samuel Elson is next up here. I really didn't see Gay in the game. What does that mean for his development? Yeah, it's interesting. I'll have to see what a snap count for Willie Gay Jr. Looks like after this game. Didn't notice him a lot either. Ben Neiman played more, quite frankly. It was a bit of a quiet training camp for Willie Gay Jr. Throughout the past month as well. I haven't heard a lot out of camp when it comes to Willie Gay Jr., so that is certainly something that is something to monitor and something I will keep you guys apprised of here on the Chiefs Report. How far do you think the Chiefs will do in this season? This one coming from Jasa, by the way. Look, I think they're the favorites to win the Super Bowl. Yeah, I run the Chiefs channel. I'm a little bit biased here on the Chiefs Report, but I think that they have a really good chance to go very, very far. So in the end, I think that Kansas City is in good shape. This is a great start to get this Week 1 win over the Houston Texans, 34-20. So all in all, a very good start for Kansas City, and this is a good thing to build off of. I think this is a team that can be really tough to beat in 2020. Good question here from Cortez Williams. You can continue to use hashtag Chiefs to get your questions live here on the show. What happens with Damien Williams next season? Well, Clyde Edwards-Helaire was pretty damn good in the Chiefs opener for Kansas City as he ran for, I believe, like 140 yards and a touchdown or something like that. I'm trying to get the stats up on screen for you guys. It was pretty remarkable stuff what he was able to do in this one. 25 carries, 138 yards, one touchdown in the Week 1 win over the Houston Texans. I don't know what happens with Damien Williams. He obviously opted out. I think the Chiefs will have to, see if they want him to be a part of their team next year. His contract just carries over to next season. It's like 1 year and $2 million or something like that. But it is going to be curious. It's going to be interesting for sure to see what happens with him moving forward on into next year. This one from Jace Taylor. Do you think the Chiefs will have the best record in the NFL this season? I predicted Kansas City to go 13-3. That's pretty lofty. Schedule's tough. Baltimore in a couple weeks will not be easy on the road. Tampa Bay's a tough game on the schedule. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But, they got a chance to certainly have the best record in the National Football League, right? Like, I think that they're going to be one of the toughest teams to beat in the NFL. I'm going to make this the pinned comment on today's video. I want you to shout out your city. Do it loud in the comment section. Where are you watching from? Where are you from? Whatever it is, shout out your city. I will make this the pinned comment on today's video, so you can reply right there. Go ahead and shout out your city in the comment section. Next question up here from Devin Nutter. Predictions for total scrimmage yards for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Well, 138 rushing, receiving. Let me get a quick reminder here. What did he do receiving? Didn't do as much. Actually, he didn't have any catches. Just one target in this one. I think he'll get more involved in the receiving game as we move on throughout this season. But I think that, I think the over-under was like 1,500 going into the season. And I thought that was lofty, but I think that very much could be in play for Clyde Edwards-Helaire moving forward. Baby Ruthless next up here. What's your opinion on Clyde and L'Jarius' future with the Chiefs? Clyde, great. A+, awesome debut. I think he obviously showed why the Chiefs drafted him in the first round. They have a plan for him. He's great in this offense. He was really, really good in the opener against the Texans. L'Jarius Sneed, also really good. I mean, he stepped up. Charvarius Ward left the opener against Houston, and he played well. 1 or 2 pass breakups, had the interception. I think it was a great debut for him. Good get in the 4th round of the NFL draft. I think all in all, you have to be pretty pleased with what you have seen from this Chiefs football team so far, through one game this season. So I think all is good when it comes to the Kansas City Chiefs. What is also good is BetUS, because they are the best sports betting partner out there, and they partnered up with us here at the Chiefs Report. And here's what you got to do if you want to make some money this season. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Use that promo code Chiefs125, and you want to make some money? Go to BetUS, because I bet on the Chiefs in the opener. They cover the -9.5. They cover the -3.5 in the second half, because I'm smart and the Chiefs are good and I put money down. I hope you guys do in the future as well. Get signed up at chatsports.com/BetUS. I put that link in the live chat for those of you still watching live, but other than that, just go to that website, chatsports.com/bet. You guys can get signed up with BetUS. It is the best sports book out there. Promo code Chiefs125. That is the best deal you are going to find. I promise you that. Interesting question from Cortez Williams. Should we trade for Desmond King since we are thinner at corner? I just don't know if the Chargers are going to trade within division. It makes sense to be active on the corner market. We'll see how serious Ward's injury ends up being. Breeland obviously is going to miss another 3 games here for the Kansas City Chiefs. So, the Chiefs are going to have to, look on the market potentially on getting either a free agent corner or someone else, right? Like, they're going to have to get creative here and try to find somebody. Desmond King would be a fun guy. But we will have to wait and see if the Chiefs do anything. Gary Cole, what are your thoughts on the AFC West? Because the Broncos are severely hurt, the Chargers didn't improve at quarterback, and the Raiders can't seem to find a quarterback as they are still with Derek Carr. I think this is clearly the Chiefs' division to lose. They've owned this division over the last several years, 23-2 over the last 25 games in the AFC West. I would be, quite frankly, pretty surprised if they didn't win at least 4 or 5 of the 6 division games this year, and that might be setting the bar too low. I just think that this Chiefs football team is that good, and they are going to be good for many years to come, because this is just a loaded roster with the best quarterback and arguably the best coach in the NFL. Get subscribed to the Chiefs Report. We're doing a live Q&A. You can always use hashtag Chiefs in the comments. We do videos like this all of the time. We cover the latest Chiefs news, breaking news, Chiefs rumors. I'm covering it all here on the Chiefs Report. So get subscribed. Hit that big red button. Videos are going up almost every single day. The Chiefs are the best team in the NFL, and if you don't want to miss any of it, you're going to want to subscribe right now. Devin Nutter asking a lot of good questions. Is it possible to re-sign Kelechi Osemele after this season? It's possible. If he has a really good year, I don't think it's likely. LDT is expected to come back. I think he would just likely slide back in as one of your starting guards. I think Osemele might make some money on the free agent market. Looked good in the opener against the Texans. We'll see what he can do the rest of the way as the Chiefs starting left guard. But hey, forget this offseason. Let's focus on the here and now and see what he can do for this team this year, because I'm expecting him to be a really, really good, just mashing blocker on this Chiefs offensive line. Samuel, you looked like Hamilton was struggling when Ward got injured. What did you think about his play? Not that impressive. Antonio Hamilton's more of a special teams guy. Got burned a couple of times. You don't want him playing every down. If Ward's injury is serious, I think the Chiefs are going to have to go sign somebody. Bo Peep Keys was inactive in the opener. I don't think he's ready to play. Maybe he's active for week 2, but I don't think you want to start a rookie 7th rounder. Like, I don't think that is going to be a recipe for success for the Kansas City Chiefs. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but I think all in all, that is not what you're looking for. Antonio Hamilton, more of a special teams guru, not really much of a cornerback per se. He's a depth guy, a special teams player. You don't want him playing 50 snaps per game. Before we get to our next question, name a random Chiefs player. Go ahead and do so in the comment section. Name a random Chiefs player right now, and I will give a couple of shout-outs here if you'll get some good ones. Priest Holmes, I already see coming in. Go ahead and name a random Chiefs player right now. We'll get to a couple of more of your questions here in just a second. Let's see. Cortez again here. I think we should cut LDT, and if we win the Super Bowl, bait Osemele with it. Thoughts? Look, if he wants to come back for cheap, I'm down for that. I got no problem with that. I just think he's going to look to make some money, and quite frankly, he probably should look to do that, right? Like, you only can make as much money as possible for so long, so I would expect him to chase the bag, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. A couple more here, Samuel. I thought O'Daniel played really well in a spy role. Do you think him playing that in that role more often? Maybe. He had a sack, a nice little play there. I think you saw a heavy rotation at linebacker tonight. Didn't see a ton of Willie Gay. Saw O'Daniel play some snaps. Hitch and Damien Wilson and Ben Neiman obviously played as well. So, I think it'll be interesting to see how the Chiefs mix and match moving forward here, because it's going to be it's the one position where you don't feel great about, right? Linebacker and corner are the two that give you some pause, but the rest of this roster is loaded. I think so far got to be feel pretty good. Last one here on this live Q&A. Gary Cole, do you think Eric Bieniemy will stay with the Chiefs and take over after Andy Reid, or do you think he will be out next year for a head coaching job? I think that he's likely going to take a head coaching job. Andy Reid just signed a 6-year extension. Eric Bieniemy should already be a head coach. I don't know why he's not. I don't know why he can't get a head coaching job. I think he deserves it. I think he's bought his time. He's been patient. I think if he doesn't get a job next offseason, that would surprise me. Sure, the Chiefs could name him the coach in waiting, but Andy Reid's not looking to retire. Like, he's not looking to retire anytime soon. So I think that he is going to be here for a very, very long time, which is a great thing for the Chiefs. It would suck to lose Bieniemy, but in the end, I think he deserves a head coaching job, and Andy Reid's pushed for it too. He wants Bieniemy to be a head coach in the NFL.